I went 22 out of 25 in the weekend ranked this past weekend and got the highest MMR in Gods Unchained. Let's go. What's up, guys? I'm CopperPitch and I make blockchain gaming content. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're into tips and tricks to get better and earn more money and play to earn games. This past weekend, I went 22 out of 25 in the weekend ranked using this deck live on Twitch. You can go check out the VOD on my Twitch, twitch.tv/CopperPitch. This deck is 31-3. It's pretty unstoppable. Here's why. So one of the best cards in this deck is Decklist Brazen Hero. He's one of the most underrated cards in this deck, we should say. Of course, Demogorgons are phenomenal. Who hasn't heard of Demogorgons by now? These things are great. But Decklist is the unsung hero here that not many people seem to realize this guy is extremely good. He's a 6 mana 3/6, and his roar is deal 3 damage. That sounds very similar to like an Ogre Archer, which is a 5 mana 3/3, deal 3 damage. The difference is Decklist not only has 3 more health and it costs 1 more mana, but at the end of your turn, this gets +1 strength if it's in your hand. So this card is about 1,000,000,000 times better than Ogre Archer, and Ogre Archer is playable at the lower ranks in Gods Unchained. It deals 3 damage, can take out a nice threat, and drop a 3/3 body on board. It's not bad. But when you compare it to Decklist, this can come down as a 10/6 and deal 10 damage. This card is phenomenal in control decks. It's even good in faster decks. In control decks, it can sit in your hand from the opening turn until you play it on 7 mana, 8 mana, take out an insane threat, and leave an insane threat all for 6 mana. This guy does it all. He definitely is a hero in this deck. Also, you have Aeneas. This is another really good legendary card. It's got Blitz, Twin Strike, Protected. At the end of your turn, this creature becomes protected. So you can take out a creature, go face, and then it becomes protected again. So you can do the same thing again next turn. It's very hard to deal with, and it can cause a lot of damage. He also pairs insanely well with Hector, Prince of Troy, who has Roar. If any creatures in your void have Blitz, Flank, Frontline, Leech, Protected, Twin Strike, or Ward, this creature gains those abilities. So before you play Hector, you want to play things like Nokvi Pillager, which is Twin Strike and Leech, and then Aeneas, which gives you Blitz, Twin Strike, Protected. The Tactician gives you Protected. Tactician, another hero in this deck. We talked about him in a recent war video. That was a more aggro-oriented video. This one's a control war-oriented video. But this guy's good nonetheless because he's just that good. He's a very flexible card. You drop him early. He can usually 2-for-1. He takes out at least one of your opponent's creatures or a couple of their spells, and still sticks around. He's got the Protected, so he's hard to deal with. The only thing he's weak to is Light's Levy or Blight Bomb, but other than that, he's excellent early game. We also have Out of Its Misery. This card is another phenomenal card. Deal 1 damage to a friendly creature. If it dies, randomly pull a creature from your deck into your hand and give it +3/+3. The targets that you would love to see Out of Its Misery come back on are things like Pyramid Warden. It becomes a 5/9. Tavern Brawler becomes a 5/6 with Blitz for 2 mana. And same with Vanguard Axelman, becomes a 5/5 with Blitz for 1 mana. That's just insane value. And the way that we can always make sure Out of Its Misery works is we actually don't always play Slayer. This shows Slayer because it's probably the last one I played, but the reality is I actually swapped back and forth between Slayer and Valka's Presence quite frequently. As you'll note, I played Valka's Presence in the majority of the games, in fact. And the way I pick which God Power I'm going to use is, are these 1/1s going to get any value outside of Out of Its Misery? If I can play it to get Out of Its Misery, it's a free target. I get free creatures that are buffed. That's awesome. However, if I'm going up against something like Death Board Wipe, which is going to typically play Blood Ritual. It can destroy a creature with 1 health, so my God Power would be completely invalidated. Against Magic, they have Mage Bolt, which completely invalidates. And against Deception, Deception has Cheat, or Orpheo's Distraction, as it's called now. That can do 1 damage, and so therefore I would pick Slayer in those matchups. Also, just in general, against Control, I'd rather have Slayer. I can continuously wear my opponent's health down just by hitting my God Power while they're sitting around doing nothing. That was actually how I won this last game. So this deck also has Leviathan Hunter. So if you're not playing Valka's Presence, you can use Leviathan Hunter to just be a sacrificial lamb for Out of Its Misery. You can drop this on turn 1, Out of Its Misery. Immediately you'll have a Relic equipped, and you'll get a card into your hand with Out of Its Misery with +3/+3. And the reason you want a Relic equipped is for Carnage Sweep. This card is your most important card in the deck. You need Carnage Sweep. You probably want to keep it in most mulligans against any aggro type decks. You might want to hard mulligan for it. This is a very important card to get. If you have a Relic equipped, remove 3 durability. That's going to remove your Relic of any of the relics we have in this deck. So remove your Relic and destroy all creatures. If you don't have a Relic, it deals 2 damage to all creatures, which against aggro still might be enough, especially if you couple it with something like Auric Rush. Another rockstar in this deck is Magic Missile Launcher. This card has the ability to 4 for 1, which is insane. It has Blitz. It can deal 3 damage immediately the turn you play it, take out a creature. Then the following turn, you can take out a second creature, and then its afterlife is deal 2 damage to 2 random creatures, heal your god for 4. So you get to take out 2 creatures almost for free because you get to heal at the end of this. And then after those 2 creatures are taken out, the afterlife might take out another 2 creatures, and 4 for 1ing with a relic while also healing yourself at the end of it, so it's almost like nothing happened. This card is phenomenal. All right, let's take it for a spin and see how it goes. Okay, so we're playing against Light, so we can play Valka's Presence. He can't immediately ping off our creatures. We don't need Aeneas in our opening hand. Leviathan Hunter is great if we can find an Out of Its Misery or a Carnage Sweep. Let's get rid of Auric Rush. We don't need the Leviathan Hunter as much since we have Valka's Presence, but it's still very nice to get a Relic.
Good luck.
Here to Kiss in the opening hand means this is going to turn into an insane removal spell and massive creature. There is Relic removal in the Sanctum, so we do have to be careful. I'm just going to pass. If he plays something like an Olympian Guard, we could have killed it.
Get ready.
We actually could kill this, but this should be nice. He's going to have to take this out, or I get to trade, and then this will be in the void. Then we can use an Auric Rush to kill this. Get this back. Getting back a Blitzer from Pyramid Warden is enormous. Even if he lights levies this goes into my void. I can then just double Auric Rush, get this back, then also kill the Acolyte. But Here to Kiss is already up to a 5/6. By the time we can play him, he's going to be a 10/6. Unless we play him with a bag, and then he's a 9/6. So now all we have to do is use 1 Auric Rush. We could even bag out a Viking Longship, kill this, kill that. Let's do it. Against Light, you want to make sure they never have any creatures on board. We want to own the board. We cannot let Light own the board. It's the only way Light can win. You leave anything on board, they can also canonize. We now want to get this Relic removal really bad. We already wanted it anyway.
It's that time again.
Okay, so we can take this out for some favor. We can get 9 favor this turn. Means we can grab the Wiccan Trapper. That costs 1. This costs 1, and then we can Master Tactician. So let's just hit him in the face twice. Auric Rush. Grab the Relic Removal. Now we would hate to see Light's Levy on this, but it's possible that we will. He can take out my 3-2. So even just a Levy taking this out is going to be a big turn for him no matter what. But we do have Auric Rush. We can immediately kill the 2-2.
2 arms.
And then we have Nokvi and Leviathan Hunter. Or we could even just God Power Nokvi. Trade here. I'm going to go ahead and take it out with a spell. Keep the board clear. And then we're just going to go wide. This is a Viking, so this will be a 1-2. Since this gets a 1-2 barbed hook, so make sure you play it after your Vikings. This also gives you Vikings. Typically not important, but if a Wiccan Trapper or a Chiron shows up, they only remove 1 durability. So next turn we have an 8, well it's going to be 9-6 next turn, and this is going to be a 3-3 with Twin Strike. We can buy the Archer and kill this, save the health of this guy. While simultaneously developing our board here. GG's. Okay, so we're playing against Death. That means we have to play Slayer. We can't play Volka's Presence because he can play Blood Ritual. We're going second again here. We definitely don't want Hector in our opening hand. We don't need Longship. Love the Pyramid Warden. Let's get rid of Auric Rush. Get rid of the Demogorgon here.
Best of luck.
Good.
Alright, we love to see the Blitzer.
Get ready.
We did not want Hector. He did not listen.
It's that time again.
So against Death Board Wipe, our goal is going to be just do as much face damage as humanly possible. He could burn everything at some point, so we don't want to go too wide. He could sleep everything and then eventually wipe it, so we don't want to go too wide. I'm just going to start hitting him with our God Power.
Yikes.
And eventually he's going to be forced to start using his wide removal to just remove 1 creature. Now Blight Bomb is a problem if he has it. But I'm going to play this anyway. We'll find out if he's got the Blight Bomb. We always want to make sure we can't play anything
My patience wears thin.
where he can use Blood Ritual and heal. There's that Blight Bomb, and he can even Blood Ritual this. Super annoying, so let's make sure we take it out. The Tavern Brawler. He can Blight Bomb this if we leave this trait available. I think I'm going to risk it. Just keep doing face damage here. Like he just used a Blight Bomb. Does he have a second Blight Bomb in hand? That will be impressive.
It's that time again.
Auric Mage would have been nice. Just gonna keep hammering away at his face here. We can find our other relics.
Oblivion is merely a second deck of cards.
That'll give us a lot of reach. Would love to grab this relic as well. This does 6 face damage. So next turn we go face, God Power, Lambasting Wand. It's very likely that he has many ways to heal. This is death after all. He's trialing a card from his deck. It's a creature in the death domain. Typically people use that for Neferu, but he's kind of in a bad spot for Neferu. He doesn't need Siren of the Grave. That's the other thing people often use it for.
My turn.
It's possible we see him grab this Rune of Strength to try and put up a big wall so he can't go face. That's really annoying. He's exactly at 15. I guess this is what he went searching for with Trial Begins. But we do have Here to Kiss, which can take out a big creature.
It's that time again.
I'd like to save these for the inevitable Demogorgons. This needs to die or it's going to continuously heal him. Next turn, though, he can demo, which is really annoying. Got enough 6-drops that I'm not worried about playing a 7-drop next turn. So he bought Volka's Discovery for the Demogorgon. That's risky. You could end up leaving some good stuff in there for me. That'll heal me for 3.
Let's not be hasty.
You step beyond your domain, little soldier.
We really just need to get him down to around 10, and then Avatar of War can finish the job. But not if he grabs that Wiccan Trapper. So we need to find another relic, which we have plenty of. Not sure where they all are hiding.
turn.
So this just takes that out too perfectly. Heals me up. Forces him to use something here. Whether that be End Times, Apocalypse Now, his own demo. Reap. We've got Leech, Blitz, Protected, Frontline, but not Twin Strike yet in the Void for Hector, so we need to get Nocvi in the Void. So this is going to heal me for 2. Light Bomb? Whoa. Guess he didn't have a Light Bomb. We can do 6 damage to his face. We're so close to the... Oh, we get that Rune of Strength. Fortunately, we cannot until we make the hit. It's very likely that he's going to play Apocalypse Now next turn. But perhaps only if we play another creature. Seems unlikely that he has a Blight Bomb. Let's play the Nocvi here. He uses Apocalypse Now.
Death.
He's
Death
not healing.
brings new recruits.
It's time I took command.
That seems really optimistic. Gonna Fleshbind this? Just a nibble? I don't think that's enough.
Get ready.
So we're super close to Avatar range now. If we play this, we do 5 damage with the relic it equips, and then next turn 5 plus the God Power is lethal.
I'm running out of time.
I'm gonna play this so I can God Power as well.
Attention.
That is not possible.
I am not kind in death.
Now once
to
again,
those
threatening
who
lethal.
oppose me in life.
He's got to use something here. And if it's a demo, we have Hector. There's the Reap. Eva here is kind of bad. I mean, we can just kill it with Hector and then it doesn't do anything. We can even just kill it with the Viking Longship. And then God Power. Next turn he can play Polly.
Time.
Bring this out of Blight Bomb range. Threaten some more damage.
This has gone on long enough.
We still have 2 Carnage Sweeps in here and some relics. So if he does play Polly, we still can kill it. Arch of Amenmos. Yikes. So we can easily take care of this. We also almost have lethal.
To arms.
If we just go face for 5 and then 5 with the Avatar, he's left with 2 health. But I think we just Hector here. And Auric Rush. So Auric Rush, Hector, 5 to the face.
Now you've got my attention.
Let's see how they respond.
That heals me for 6. It's nice.
Oblivion is merely a second deck of cards.
We could see Death Unborn here, which sets both of our healths to 20. But it only destroys one of my creatures. That'll heal him for 3.
My turn.
And he does have Volka's Discovery, so he can wake up stuff if I play this. Let's go digging for an answer with Out of Its Misery. Tactician, not helpful. It's likely that he's going to drop a second demo here. So he is kind of low on cards, and he hasn't played one yet, so...
I'm running out of time.
Ugh, decent.
Like if he Volka's Discovery, it kills this, but then he still can't really make trade here.
All right, game face. Get ready.
Okay, Auric Rush is nice because it can pop the ward here. And we have 2 Carnage sweeps in the last 11 cards here. So we also just probably have lethal, right? Yes, we do. Let's go. All other friendly creatures gain flank until the end of turn. That is a GG's right there. Oof. Good game. Oof, those were some sweaty games. So there you have it. That's some control war for you. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you found it helpful or entertaining, please hit that like and subscribe button. We're closing in on 5,000 subs. Appreciate you guys subbing. I'll see you guys next week.